Is Pollard your best negotiator with Zeke?
Who?
Pollard.
Zeke who?
Zeke's agents expressed unhappiness with the Zeke who joke. Have you talked to them at all since then? And any response to that at all?
Look, I've earned the right with Zeke to joke. Period. I've earned it.
So, have you guys had any conversations since then at all?
No.
Okay.
But let me be real clear about it. I've earned that right to joke.
That's what I tell the media when they ask me about Stephen A. I've earned the right to joke with him, and he allows it, but not many other people. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to First Take. Max, you're back.
Hello, Molly.
How we doing? Good to have you.
Great.
What's going on, man? How's vacation, man?
It was vacation's tremendous.
Okay.
A little fun in the sun.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. I support you getting that. Ain't no big.
I appreciate it.
Ain't no big deal at all.
All right, let's do this, guys.
Yeah.
Cowboys owner Jerry Jones telling reporters that he's earned the right to joke about a star running back Ezekiel Elliott, who is continuing his holdout. Who wants to start on this?
No, I'll start. I'll
Okay.
start.
Whose side are you on? Are you Team Jerry or Team Zeke?
I'm on Jerry Jones' side. 1,000% on this. Let me be very, very clear about what my position is. Look at Jerry Jones. People need to pay attention. People who aspire, and last time I checked, unless you're a billionaire, unless you got the level of wealth where you ain't got to worry about working, you ain't got to worry about having to produce for somebody else and getting a check. Most people in this country, most people in this world work for somebody else. They've got somebody to answer to at some point in time, and cultivating relationships and things of that nature are incredibly important to some degree. Here's the reality of the situation. Look at Jerry Jones' face when he said what he said. Look at his eyes. I pay attention to body language just as much as I pay attention to the words that come out of somebody's mouth because I've been a journalist for over 25 years. And when you look at Jerry Jones, he looks pissed, completely ticked off. Why? What did he say? What were his words? He didn't sit up there and say, I earned the right to joke. He said, I earned the right with him. What could he possibly be alluding to? Could it be along the lines that Ezekiel Elliott has been in the police blotters on at least 4 separate occasions over the last 5 years? That could have something to do with it. Could it be along the lines of Jerry Jones having information about Ezekiel Elliott, his ways, his quality of life or lack thereof, or whatever the case may be? Could it be that Jerry Jones might be privy to things, dare I say, Max, myself, and others are not privy to, where he's had this man's back on several occasions while paying him in excess of $5 to $6 million? Now, there is no questioning.
More. I think Zeke had like a $16 million bonus
I'm just talking about
in his rookie deal.
Yeah, rookie year.
Yeah. I think overall his rookie deal was like much more than that.
Overall, right. But what I'm saying is this. Ezekiel Elliott is a bell cow. 322 carries as a rookie, 304 carries last year. The league-leading rusher in 2 of the 3 seasons. The only reason he might not have been the league-leading rusher in the second year was because he got suspended for the 6 games. This is not a conversation about the greatness of Ezekiel Elliott as an NFL player. There's nothing to talk about. He is great. He has proven that. But there is something else that comes along with it that he hasn't lived up to in terms of being a leader, in terms of the character issues and what have you, being in the news for the wrong reasons, besmirching the franchise to some degree. Not to say that many others haven't done it with the Dallas Cowboys, but nevertheless, that has something to do with it. Think about what Jerry Jones is saying here. With all the stuff that you know you have done and you have gotten yourself involved with, I've been here for you. I've paid you. I've appreciated you. I've watched your back. And with 2 years left on your contract, plus the ability to be franchised where I've got your rights basically for the next 3 years, if I want to, possibly longer, you're going to sit up there and try to press me against the wall. You've already irritated me, but I understand it. It's business. It's no big deal. I'm going to let it slide. And just because I'm joking with reporters that I'm around every day. These ain't national reporters that you see once every blue moon. These reporters cover the team every day. You cultivate relationships. I would know. I was a beat writer for 17 years. This is what you do. And because he's joking around, your agent comes out and talks about disrespect. If I'm Jerry Jones, I'm offended by that, which is why I looked at his face and I said, man, you done started something now. If I'm Ezekiel Elliott, I pick up that phone, I call somebody and go like this. That was my agent. That wasn't me. I don't know what the hell he was thinking about. I'll check him on that. We need to get a negotiation done. But please don't think that I took it offensively because that was my agent. That wasn't me. I mean, that's what he damn well needs to do.
Whose side are you on, Jerry Jones or Ezekiel Elliott?
Jerry Jones for me.
I'm on Ezekiel Elliott's side here. you're not wrong about what you can infer from what Jerry Jones said. Like, if you all knew the half of what I got to say something about Jerry Jones before I even get into this. There's something about Jerry Jones that inspires loyalty in people. He seems to take care of people, and that's hard to do in the NFL when he was the reason there's a salary cap in the first place, and so players have to fight over the money, right? Mm-hmm. If you pay this dude, that's $1 less. You can pay that dude. Mm-hmm. Yet somehow in that situation, he inspires loyalty, former players and everything. You got to give him that. So when he says something like that, read between the lines as you're doing. I agree. Mm-hmm. However, what did Chris Rock say? Remember the difference between being rich Max, and being wealthy?
Okay.
He's one of our greatest modern philosophers.
That's right.
He said, Shaq is rich. The dude who signs his check is wealthy.
Right.
Ezekiel Elliott's already rich. He signed a deal that paid him over $15 million, whatever it was.
Well, I'd like to say 7.5 after Uncle Sam, but go ahead.
Right, but there was more than that. That was just the bonus.
Right.
But Jerry Jones is wealthy and controls the future of Ezekiel Elliott's like financial security. And the first deal he got, well, you already gave him all that money. Everyone stop. There'd be a line out the door if the Dallas Cowboys were for sale. So he has a commodity that he's not the only one who would pay Ezekiel Elliott that money. And because of the rookie wage scale, he had to give Ezekiel Elliott the money. Anyone who drafted him in that slot would have to pay him the same thing. So it's not like Jerry Jones. He just happens to be the guy giving him that money. Ezekiel Elliott would get more money than that if not for the rules in place to keep his money down. So when that guy, now you have the chance to really show him what he's worth, right? Mm-hmm. And Ezekiel Elliott's saying, pay me. Now, you can say whatever you want about the other stuff. I agree with that. But when you're messing with someone's money, and Ezekiel Elliott does not strike me as the type like Marcellus Wiley, my former broadcast partner.
Our brother. Yeah.
Marcellus, when he was done with his career, that wasn't the end of his career. That's not even where he was going to make the most money. And he made a lot of money in football. His idea was, no, I'm going to go into media. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Ezekiel Elliott does not strike me as that type of dude. Marcellus went to Columbia.
He is 23.
I understand, but based on his off-the-field stuff so far, mm-hmm. I wouldn't predict that kind of career path. The point is, this is likely, you could say that about any athlete, the money he will make in his life by and large right now. And he's a running back. And he's saying, yo, this guy Gurley just got paid. I'm comparable to him. I came out the year after. Now it's my turn. When you're messing with his money, when you haven't paid him, it's tough to say you've earned the right when you literally haven't paid the money.
Time out. That's false. First of all, it's false on several levels. Ezekiel Elliott is not playing for free. He's getting paid something. He's just not getting paid what he's worth at this particular moment because he has exceeded or eclipsed his contract per se, his contract worth. He ain't playing for free. There's a rookie. You come in as a number 4 overall pick. A salary is slotted for you along those lines, and you go from there. So he should get paid more down the line, but he ain't playing for free. That's number one. Number two, let me say this. I don't know of a bigger critic of the Dallas Cowboys than me. I really, really don't.
I don't either.
Because as I repeatedly say,
no, you're a critic of the fans.
It's the fans. I cannot stand, and I'm dead serious about it. Old, young, black, white, Asian, Hispanic. If you're a Cowboy fan, in most instances, I can't stand the ground you walk on.
This college girlfriend that you had that was the Cowboys fan
that's where it started.
That's where it started.
Please tell the story.
Listen, that's a long story. It's too long. I'm not going to tell it right now because it's too long to get into.
Your heart got broken in college by a Cowboys fan, correct?
High school. Excuse me?
Do you have a jersey on? Like, is there a certain player we hate?
I'm not going to get into all of that right now because it's too long to get into. But I can tell you this. I can tell you what is safe to say. I can tell you what is safe to say. I've been over that for quite a long time. I can tell you that. All right. I have exceeded my own expectations. Let me tell you, life is good. But let me say this to you. Back to the Cowboys. As critical as I am about them, I got to tell you, I've met Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones and I have talked on several occasions, and I'm dead serious, all joking aside. I thoroughly enjoy being around him. I thoroughly enjoy talking to him. And one of the things that really, why I'm able to come to his defense, is that man had jokes every minute. every minute. Jokes about what I said, jokes about what one of y'all have said, jokes about what other people have said, coming right back at us, jokes about players, jokes about everything. And by the way, Stephen Jones ain't too far from that tree either. They're genuinely pleasant to be around. They're shrewd. They're businessmen. They're going to run the Cowboys. But let me tell you something. Jerry Jones that you saw in that video joking, anybody that covers him, in my opinion, because I haven't spoken to them about it, but in my opinion, based on the Jerry Jones that I've seen, he's like that all the time.
Fine. I want to say something about that.
Ezekiel Elliott's agent had to know that.
Here's the thing,
which is irritating. I don't blame him for being irritating. I don't blame Jerry Jones for being irritating.
Malpractice suits for doctors. You would think that the thing that is most highly correlated with malpractice suits, with being sued for malpractice, would be results, right? You get a bad result, you get sued. Wrong. It's bedside manner. So what you're saying is Jerry Jones's bedside manner is such that he obviously inspires loyalty. People like being around him. That's okay for Ezekiel. Hold up. That's okay for Ezekiel Elliott.
I don't think Jerry Jones and bedside are the same sentence, but go ahead.
For Ezekiel Elliott and his agent to be like, y'all can pay attention to the bedside manner. We're paying attention to the results. Like, this is malpractice. Yeah. Where's the dough? That's what they're saying.
Yeah, but it's still wrong for them to use that as motivation to try to do. You know, Jerry Jones is joking around with a reporter and said on camera, he says
smile.
He laughs and jokes. It's like, I'm only playing, and you overreact to that. That's ridiculous.
We asked everybody on Twitter, social media, what do they think? Does Jerry earn the right to joke? Pretty even.
Yes, he has.
53%, only 53% say yes to that. Also, I am hearing that the Cowboys have signed someone to a long-term extension. We will have that for you a little later in the show. Stay tuned. Odell Beckham taking more shots at his former team in New York. Don't miss why he feels the Giants were hoping for the worst in Cleveland. Stephen A., what else you got?
Much more debate coming up on First Take. Is John Gruden right to have AB's back? What does the loss of Boogie Cousins mean for the Los Angeles Lakers? And we're picking sides in the Jerry Jones, Ezekiel Elliott situation. You don't want to miss that. All that and more coming up. First Take in the house. Don't touch that dial.